Hi everybody, it's Dan and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to be taking my classic vanilla cake, my chocolate chip cookies, putting them together and making one delicious chocolate chip cake. It's going to be my vanilla cake loaded with chocolate chips, covered in silky smooth vanilla buttercream, filled with chocolate chip cookie frosting, topped with chocolate ganache, and whole chocolate chip cookies. It really doesn't get any better than that. I'll be sure to throw a link to the recipe down below in the description, and stay tuned at the end of the video for more information about the KitchenAid stand mixer giveaway. Plus, if you're new in my kitchen, don't forget to click subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out every time I post a new video. Now I know homemade baking can be a wee bit scary, but don't worry, this recipe will take out all the fuss, all the stress, and you'll be left with one delicious chocolate chip cake. So let's go ahead and get started. Grab yourself a mixing bowl, and to that you want to add in your flour, your baking powder, your baking soda, and your salt. And then you just want to give those a quick little whisk. Scoot those to the side, and in a separate bowl you want to add in your eggs and your white sugar. Then taking your hand mixer, you want to beat your eggs and your sugar on a medium speed until they are both light and fluffy. I like to mix mine for about a minute to a minute and a half. Once those are light and fluffy, you'll want to add in your butter and your vanilla. Then beat those in with your hand mixer on a nice low speed this time. After you have your dry ingredients whisked and your wet ingredients all incorporated together, it's going to be time to put them all together. So let's go ahead and slowly add in our dry ingredients and blend on a low speed until they are just incorporated. Don't worry if it's a little clumpy, clumps are definitely more okay. Just be sure not to overmix at this step. Lastly, we're going to add in our sour cream, and we're going to continue to mix on that same low speed until our vanilla cake batter is creamy and smooth. After those quick, easy steps, you have deliciously easy, oh so good vanilla cake batter. All that's left to do is to put in the finishing touch. So we're going to take mini chocolate chips, we're going to add those to our vanilla cake batter, and we're just going to fold those in with a spatula, going around the bowl just a couple of times. And if you're also worried about your chocolate chips sinking to the bottom of your cake while it bakes, before putting in your chips, you can go ahead and you can toss them in a little bit of flour. And after those quick, easy steps, you are left with delicious vanilla cake batter. All that's left to do is to pour these into a prepared pan. And pop in the oven and let bake for a quick 30 to 35 minutes at 350 degrees. After your cakes are fully baked and they've cooled and you've halved and you leveled, it's going to be time to fill, decorate, slice, enjoy, and eat this oh so good chocolate chip cake. But before we start decorating, we're going to take a little bit of our vanilla buttercream and we're going to fold in crushed chocolate chip cookies. Now I'm going to start with about a cup of our crushed chocolate chip cookies, but if you want to add more or you want to add less, you go ahead and do that. It's completely up to you. Once you have your chocolate chip cookie frosting, we can go ahead and we can start filling our cake. So we're going to take our first layer of cake onto our cake turntable, fill with our chocolate chip cookie frosting, add another layer of cake, and continue these steps for each layer of chocolate chip cake that you're going to be using. So today I'm going to be using 4 layers of cake. So it's going to be cake, frosting, and our last layer of cake. Now, because I really want that chocolate chip cookie flavor to shine through every slice and every bite of this scrumptious cake, I'm just going to be using like a dirty icing technique to cover this frosting. But if you want to use more, you can go ahead and definitely do that. In the meantime though, I'm going to take my spatula and I'm just going to begin to cover my cake with vanilla buttercream. After your cake is iced, you want to go ahead and you want to smooth that buttercream around your cake. And you can do this using a cake frosting scraper, a straight spatula, or an offset spatula. I find the best way is to hold your smoothing tool upright and gently pressed against your cake while rotating your cake turntable. Really letting your cake turntable do all the work as you continue to do this until you have a smooth coating. Now if you're using more buttercream for your cake, and as you're doing that final smoothing and you notice the texture of the buttercream become a bit ragged, there is a quick, easy fix. Get a bowl of hot water and dip your tools into the bowl to warm them up and continue to smooth your buttercream on your cake. The warm metal will melt the buttercream and give you that nice smooth finish. After that buttercream coating is smooth on your cake, it's time to put on the finishing touches. First up, we're going to be doing a nice, easy, simple chocolate ganache drip. And you want to begin to drip your chocolate ganache off the sides of the cake before filling the top. Now if your ganache is still warm, you can always go ahead, pop your cake in the fridge and let it chill for a good 5 minutes. This way you have better control how far that chocolate ganache drips when your buttercream is chilled. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the rest of our chocolate ganache and fill in the top of our cake. Try not to add too much ganache to the top when filling it in, because if you add any more to the drips you've created, it might make them travel farther down the cake than you'd like. Instead, try using a little ganache and spread it so that it just touches where your drips begin. The ganache on the top should self-level a bit, so don't worry too much about getting it super smooth, but I like to go in with a tiny spatula and kind of give it a little help there. Lastly, we're going to take the last of our buttercream and in a piping bag fitted with your preferred piping tip, you want to go ahead and you want to add dollops of buttercream around the edges of your cake. And of course, give each dollop of that buttercream one whole chocolate chip cookie. And just like that, you have one delicious chocolate chip cookie cake with moist, fluffy vanilla cake layers filled with chocolate chip cookie buttercream frosting, topped with chocolate ganache, more chocolate chip cookies. Really, if you love chocolate chip cookies and you love vanilla cake, this is definitely the cake for you. It is going to be oh so good. pinky promise you'll love it. If you don't, definitely let me know in the comments. But either way, I'm gonna enjoy it. I can't wait to eat it. Well, thank you all for stopping by. I had so much fun showing you how to make a chocolate chip cookie cake. If you're a fan of chocolate chip cookies or chocolate chip cookie inspired desserts, be sure to give this video a like. Helps me out, lets me know I'm baking up recipes you all like, you enjoy, and you want to see more of. And if you want even more chocolate chip cookie inspired desserts, definitely be sure to subscribe down below and turn on notifications so you don't miss out every time I post a new video. Like maybe more cookie inspired cakes. Why not? Cookies are good, cake is good, they go perfect together. Plus, I still have 20 KitchenAid sandwiches to give away. So if you haven't already, be sure to enter down below. Once you enter the giveaway, you'll have 20 chances to win and lots of ways to enter. Lastly, if you make your own chocolate chip cookie inspired cake or your own chocolate chip cookie inspired dessert, definitely give a tag on Instagram. You know, let me see what you're baking up in your kitchen. Alrighty, well I'm gonna go. I'm gonna eat this slice of cake, grab a cup of coffee, enjoy the day, enjoy the weather. I hope you all get to do the same. And as always, I'll see you all in the next video very, very soon. Bye.